Monroe County, home of the Florida Keys, Margaritaville, and beaches everywhere you turn. Alachua County, landlocked, but still home to some of Florida's best natural springs, the University of Florida, and Paynes Prairie. If given the choice, which place would you want to call home? Spoiler alert, I do not have an answer to this question, but at the end of this video, I would love to know if you do. North Central Florida versus the Florida Keys. Where would you live? Owning a home in the Florida Keys puts paradise literally at your front door, but it's gonna cost you. The average sale price of a home in Monroe County is approximately $1.5 million, according to FloridaRealtors.org. But fun fact, the mainland part of the county is practically untouched, and it's 87% your own personal Everglades. Alachua County's average sale price currently is just over $426,000. You could technically have 3.5 homes in Alachua County for the price of one in Monroe. If you own a home, property taxes are a very important factor. And in Alachua County, you're gonna pay a lot more. We are actually ranked the second highest county in property taxes for the entire state. According to FloridaForBoomers.com, property taxes on a $300,000 home in Alachua County are gonna run you about $6,391.65 per year. Monroe County didn't even make that list until number 67, which is dead last. So the property taxes in the Keys are the lowest in the state. Property taxes on a $300,000 home in Monroe County, if you can find it, will run about $2,644.80, about a third of Alachua County. If you're gonna live somewhere, employment is obviously a factor. And in Alachua County, most of the employment centers around either education or healthcare. While Monroe County is centered much more on hospitality for obvious reasons, but jobs in Monroe County are harder to come by. The median age in Alachua County, according to census data, was 42.4, while in Monroe County, it was 48.3. Another factor to consider for any Florida resident is hurricanes. If a storm happens to head the path of the Keys, there's very little barrier or protection. Whereas Alachua County is landlocked on all sides, so no matter the direction of the storm, there's protection along the way. In fact, when people evacuate in Florida, many of them come to Alachua County. So while Monroe would win hands down in the property tax competition, insurance rates are a lot higher down there because of the hurricane damage. And I think one of the biggest factors in comparing Alachua County in North Central Florida to the Keys in Monroe County would be the social environment. Living in a tourist destination creates a very different day-to-day life, and that could bring both positive and negatives. So what would you choose? If we played a game and money was no object you could afford, housing, taxes, cost of living, where would you choose to live? I'd love it if you drop it in the comments below, because I'm very curious to hear where you stand. And we all know that I'm biased, but if you did choose Alachua County, here are the top 10 reasons why I think you should move here. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.